Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Coffee Break Time at Elation once again. So we are very excited today to bring you two brand new products that most of you have yet to see. So it may be pandemic times, but our engineers, design teams, and product managers have been busy innovating and creating some new products to add to our portfolio. So my name is Alistair.
My name is Frederick. Good morning, live here from the Netherlands, center of Europe, our European headquarters, and we are here in the Elation studios. And today's coffee break will show you how easy it is nowadays to replace many of your old product with just one single product and with a very innovative solution. So sit back, relax, enjoy, grab a coffee with us, and we got our mugs here. Cheers, everyone, and let us have some comments. Please send us your favorite coffee type and leave us a comment here on the live stream. We're looking forward to hearing from you. During that stream, we will check if there are any questions from you. Sit back, relax, enjoy, and let's go with coffee break number 16.
So yes, today's topic is to look at two brand new additions to our KL range of premium LED products. So all fixtures from our KL family are used on multiple applications, but they're really engineered, optimized, and are really at home on TV, film, broadcast, streaming, theater, and exhibition applications. So we've mentioned before in these streams that our Fuse lineup of products is our most extensive range at Elation. But we think today the KL range is really catching up fast and now offers a complete toolbox for the lighting designers for those specific applications I talked about, but also more beyond that.
And you can already see how bright the entire scene here is, and behind ourselves is the beautiful theatrical look, and you can see how easy it is to change an atmosphere from sunset to sundown and the other way around, from autumn to winter, and you can really change it within a click. And it's just really very easy nowadays to give your entire scene a new look. So the KL series is made for any application where you need the full color spectrum, and this is what we're going to talk about today.
So yes, the KL range was really developed with the quality of light in mind. So whether that's white or any other color that the units are possible to generate. So with today's advancements in camera technology showing every detail up close for everyone to see, it's therefore equally important for lighting to work alongside and advance the quality and the accuracy of colors for stages, sets, scenery, and lighting people, etc. So whether used as key lights, backlights, fill lights, floods, or even just a general area wash, the same engineering criteria have been used on all these units within the KL series to enhance the quality of light with exceptional color rendering and optics.
And some of you might already know that it's one of my favorite topics. It's the optics, and here with our products we're talking about today, we have again the fact that there's just a single front lens and a single LED source. And that is the great advantage of our products, that you don't have any issues with multiple shadows, because here we just have one front lens, one single lens, and that is only producing one shadow wherever you're projecting on. That's the great advantage of these products nowadays. And so we have these two products to look at today that will be shipping soon. Some of them are already out in the market, but the new KL Par will be shipping soon.
So yes, on the right-hand side here, and also projected above, we have the KL Par. So this is a compact 280 watt, 11,000 lumen LED power that really punches above its weight to go way beyond those old school 750 watt tungsten powers of old. So it brings us a red, green, blue, mint, and amber LED engine with a wide color spectrum capability. But it also has full color temperature control and the high color rendering capability that the entire KL range represents. So the KL products offer high CRI, TM30, TLCI, and CQS values across all products and across the entire spectral range.
And you can see the brightness here on the screen behind us. This is what the 11,000 lumen are producing, so it's an incredible brightness. And the unit ships with 4 lenses in the box. These are the lenses, and we will show them to you a little bit later because they have some great advantages for you. And the great news for all installation, but also for event companies or rental companies, is that those 4 lenses are installed. So the lighting designer can easily adapt the beam angle when he's on site, or the accessories we are providing with these units also will help to make your life a little bit easier and to make this unit very versatile. We're going to talk about the accessories a little bit later.
And then in the middle and also projected towards the left here, we have the KL Fresnel 8FC. So we get over 18,000 lumens with that same full color red, green, blue, mint and amber color capability. And it now joins its sister products in the KL Fresnel lineup to push things forward and offer a wider color spectrum, but also an increased output whilst maintaining that crucial high quality of light. The optical perfection, smooth dimming, and a big zoom range that the other Fresnels within the family really bring to the designer. So it ships ready to go to work within minutes with the gel frame and 8-leaf barn doors, and also a 28mm spigot included in the box. So we've already delivered quite a few of these, and we're getting some great feedback from customers already.
And let's start with a short overview of the famous KL range. In coffee break number 3, we have covered the existing KL range, and the KL Fresnel was presented, and the KL panel was presented. And this interesting video is still available for you on our Facebook website. Just click on our Facebook site. Below the video here, when you click on the videos, you will find Elation coffee break number 3, and then you will have a great idea about the KL range, naming the KL Fresnel in all its varieties, and the very famous KL panel.
So yes, as part of that stream, we told you we have the KL Fresnel 4, 6, and 8. So these are 50 watt, 150 watt, and 350 watt compact Fresnel units available in either 3000 Kelvin warm white or 5600 cool white. And the 6 and the 8 also available in pole operation units for a studio installation. But today it's really about the full color additional members to this KL family.
And all of the KL products are extremely efficient, so we always would like to welcome you to compare the lumen output and the wattage, but also, very important, the brilliant CRI, TLCI, and TM30 values. And these reasons are extremely important when you work in a professional environment, and that's why you can see many of them around the world in many TV studios, and also the next product which we are talking about.
So yes, we recently brought the KL panel, you can see here on the left. So this brings us 24,000 lumen panel fixture to paint sets or flood a site or just illuminate a large space with precisely accurate colored or even white light. So it's actually already becoming one of our most popular products ever. And the KL panel brings the control options, connectivity, and high quality light that these panel fixtures simply must have, but with an unparalleled value for money and a fast return of investment. So it's lightweight, it's portable, and with several accessories to refine its use. And the panel gives us a red, green, blue, white, lime, and cyan LED array. That means any color or color temperature is now easily within reach. And of course, various accessories have been released already too for the product. So we have a 40-degree snap grid that goes directly on. We have a snap bag with a diffusion, and we also have a further snap grid that goes onto that snap bag. And finally, we also have a pole operation yoke that installs easily within minutes.
Yeah, and please take a look around on the next TV production or streaming event, and you might see some of these because there are many, many, many of them out in the market already, and more to come in the future. But today, these two new products help to expand the KL range to leave nothing out for a lighting designer's need.
So let's start with the output and the high quality of light. So you can see on the right-hand side, the power gives us over 11,000 lumens from a compact unit that weighs about 7 kilograms. Whereas on the left, we get 18,000 lumens from the Fresnel with that beautifully even field and that really great fall off at the outside of the beam.
Yeah, and again, please compare always the lumen output first and then the wattage of the LED, because only the lumen output tells you how bright the product actually is. And this is what we always put on our website as well, the lumen information for you to compare. So that's the lumen output on the front lens, because that really makes every product very comparable to whatever else is in the market. And please always compare those values first.
So these units are really born to be perfect at lighting people, sets, or scenery on camera, thanks to its impressive color rendering performance. So both have a CRI of 92, But these products are similar products working in venues or on-camera situations, simply have to excel with impressive criteria across the entire spectral range. So for these units, TM30, TLCI, and CQS values remain strong for these products, allowing more accurate measurements of the color rendering, and therefore allowing designers to select products for specific environments or specific applications. So whether that's lighting people or rather lighting skin or objects or sets or even products, like we said with a car show, for example.
And to help with this, we have on our website the photometric test report. It's really a very, very great test report. You can see on the picture right now that we really open to all the information. We provide all the diagrams, all the TLCI, TM30, and so on measurements. It's like really a full test report which allows you to see different color temperatures, and we measure each of them, or different colors, and of course the white, so you know already what to expect when you have the units arriving in your warehouse or arriving to your show or to your venue. You can plan everything ahead. You know exactly how many lumens and how many lux you have at a certain distance, and that makes those test reports very interesting for all those who want to plan upfront and who want to compare products to whatever else is in the market.
So let's make a start and start looking at the colors. So as we mentioned, both have a red, green, blue, mint, and amber LED array. So it's really the addition of the mint and the amber sources that really expand the color spectrum for these type of fixtures. So it allows you to really achieve the warmer tones, theatrical pastels, and really limitless, unique color possibilities, in addition to the rich, saturated colors that the red, green, blue, mint, and amber array already gives you.
And you might be wondering why we have turned them around, so you can see they are extremely bright. If we would just really tilt them or point them in the camera, you could not see anything at all anymore. So just for you, the information why we have turned them a little bit to the side. But the color options for both don't stop here, because a CMY emulation mode allows the unit to operate with that CM magenta yellow mixing system for users who prefer this kind of method, because we know that some people still like to work that way.
And of course, both units give us full color temperature control. So we go from 2,400 Kelvin at the bottom right up to 8,500 Kelvin. So this means you can get the exact white you need for any application or any scenario. So you can go through that range really finitely with 100 Kelvin increments, but for today's purpose, we're probably going to bump up in about 1,000 Kelvin just to show you how that changes.
Yeah, and you see how the entire scene behind us is changing. It's really a total atmosphere if you go through the different color temperatures, and that's the great advantage of a full color spectrum, because having a beautiful white and adding some of the colors to really change the color temperature is a great advantage nowadays. And you see there's enough brightness, and it really changed the entire scene within a click.
So at this lower end, this is 2,400 Kelvin. We can quickly bump to 3,200 Kelvin. So those are really the very theatrical tungsten warm temperatures. And then as we bump up again to 4,000 Kelvin, you start really moving into the ideal conditions for TV. And again, bumping up to 6K and beyond, you're moving into that daylight range. And right at the top, 8,500 Kelvin. This could be useful for certain broadcast situations, or even, again, to mention a car show, to bathe products in this beautiful, crisp, bright, cold light.
Yeah, and talking about broadcast and TV, it's always very important to have a lot of different settings, and we have the green shift adjustment too. So full plus to minus green, and let's see that. Yeah,
so this is full minus green, and then we bump up to full plus green, so you can see that shift.
Yeah, that helps to adjust the light when using in certain situations, or when you have locations where you're working alongside with some fluorescent lighting. So that really helps you to adjust the light to be perfect on camera, and this is a great advantage with those units too.
So next we're going to go back to white. So this is with all 5 primary colors at full, so it's a blended white. But we want to show you how reducing each of those individual primary colors in turn, just by a little bit, allows you to get different whites. So if you keep an eye on the background, we can see some sections or colors or some parts of the pattern really spring to life with just a slight reduction of a primary color. And we'll snap between full white between each one as well, so you can really see how each changes. So for example, this is a quick bump to remove red, then back to white, now green, blue, mint, and finally amber. So each color being slightly reduced in turn can make some of the other colors be more vibrant on a pattern like this. So this is really exactly why we developed the full color additions to the KL series. Any color you want is really now at your fingertips.
And that's the great advantage of this product, because the right combination of a white tone together with the color makes that product very unique, and it was never easier to create different atmospheres with just the same product. So we have one product doing a lot of different jobs at the same time, and in the past it was quite difficult because you had to replace different gels in front of your fixtures, you had to select different colors, but now everything is implemented in the unit and you can really give the entire backdrop or an entire scene with just one click a complete different atmosphere. And again, we have only one shadow coming from that source and not multiple shadows when you have wash lights which have several LEDs and several front optics or lenses. So this was the past, and nowadays it's everything coming from one single source and from one single front lens.
And finally, to round out the color options, both units have a virtual color or gel swatch book included, which are essentially color presets. So there's maybe 60 colors of all different types, and these offer a wide variety, quickly selectable from your console within seconds. So these are just a few examples, and the KL panel also has the same swatch book, of course.
So that makes it very easy for you if you have limited DMX channels, or if you want to operate everything without DMX control, so everything is already pre-installed in the unit. Next, look at the optics. So the Fresnel gives us an amazing zoom range of 10 degrees to over 66 degrees, and the punchy output means no matter what angle, the quality of the light and even field is maintained. So that's a great advantage when you work on the biggest stages, because the 18,000 lumen really allow you to fill an entire stage and the largest venues, and we can see that here.
So this is fully zoomed in at 10, and now we come out, so you can see it rapidly not only comes off the pattern, but it directly illuminates me a little too much.
And these are the 18,000 lumen, which really give a punch. We have that unit in a distance of about 5 meters, and you can still see how great and how large the zoom is and how bright it is, even on such a distance.
And then for the PAR, we have a variety of lens choices available in the box. So we have an 11, a 22, a 30, or a 52 degree lens that allow for precise light distribution that would suit the space it is to be used in. So those really offer the classic beam sizes of old school PARs. So you get the very narrow spot, the medium flood, and the wide flood. And as we hinted earlier, this is really a great versatility for the unit, a simple lens swap that really takes a few seconds, as you can see. It doesn't really stop there as well for the PAR. A few more optional accessories are offered too, such as an extra wide 90 degree lens, a 23 degree ovalizer, and even barn doors as well.
And these are the new lenses we have here, and they're pretty lightweight. I will just come a little bit closer so you can take a look. Super lightweight and made of a new generation of plastic. So it's not easy to break them, and you don't have to worry about it anymore when you are on tour or when you are in production, because even if you drop them on the floor, nothing will harm them. And this new generation of optics really allows still a great output. It's so no need to worry about that. And furthermore, they're pretty lightweight, so you really can carry them very, very easy. And to replace them, it's also very easy. Just take them out, and you can see the great output of that unit here. I will point it a little bit away from the camera, and to put them in again, it's also just a second, and that's it. So the new lenses are attached. And again, those 4 lenses are included now, and that, of course, makes your life a little bit easier when you are in a production. You don't have to worry about different optics. They just are in the box of that great new product.
Exactly, especially great for you rental guys, but also good for installations as well. So moving on to controlling connectivity. So the units really need to be versatile and reliable. So we have push-button displays as standard, of course, giving access to change settings or even use the units manually. But the Fresnel, of course, adds manual encoders too, for quick and easy access to 4 manual modes for operating a unit positioned on a stand, for example. And this echoes the same functionality of the KL panel too. Whereas the PAR also gives us 1 encoder too on the back for it to be used in similar manual modes to the Fresnel and the KL panel.
Yeah, and you just saw it on the picture. This is something new for PARs, the encoder on the backside of the unit. Some of you might know that feature from the Fresnel or from other products, but now it's also implemented here in the PAR, and that makes it very easy to control everything with one encoder, so you don't have to use a DMX control anymore. When you just go on your truss or wherever you use the product, you can just put your setting very, very easy with the encoder, and that's a great advantage to make your life even easier and to do the settings a lot faster with this little additional encoder on the backside of the KL PAR FC.
So naturally, the units have DMX control, but they also have RDM too. And a variety of DMX modes allows you to use the fixture as simply as you want, or alternatively giving you full access to every feature and parameter. Physically, both units give us both 3 and 5 pin XLR connections, and also that power in and power out too. The low power consumption of both therefore allows multiple units to be daisy chained together, so it gives you less cabling, neater cabling, and of course less distro.
And for the software, of course, that's one of our favorite topics as well. Our engineers must take the unit to perform flawlessly on camera, and so you have remote access to 16-bit dimming modes and different dimming curves. You can perform the unit in whatever way you want to, and this is really a perfection of the software we have done here to really work in whatever situation the way you need it. And the different dimming modes and different dimming curves and your customized dimming options are just a click away, and you can control them, of course, via DMX, which makes it very, very easy to implement whatever situation you are working on.
So we just did a quick 8-second fade down and then back up just to show you that while Frederick was speaking. But we also have changeable LED refresh rate adjustment for TV and film too within the software. So with modern cameras, the lights can occasionally flicker. So during a setup or a build-up, if a flicker is seen, it can be incrementally adjusted from 900 hertz up to 25,000 hertz to eradicate the problem within seconds. But we also have a few fan modes on board too. So the default is auto mode. So this is where the unit makes the decisions and may turn on the fan if and only if and when it is strictly needed. We don't expect these units to really be noisy at all, but when absolute silence is needed, you can select the low fan mode and the units will simply be seen but not heard.
Yeah, and with those features we have on board, so they're really fully equipped, you can be sure that your equipment will work perfectly in every condition, whether it's a theater play, a TV or broadcast or tour, wherever professional situation you're in, the units will really perform and work the way they should. Do we have any questions so far?
We have lots of greetings, but yes, no questions so far, but we've got a few minutes left, so you're not too late.
It's always great to have you guys here, and thanks for being with us all the time. It's a great thing to see that you're constantly following us, and keep on doing that. Thank you so much.
Exactly. Thank you indeed. So the physical aspects of the products. So both are designed to be lightweight, but of course robust and durable. The KL Fresnel yoke and included spigot allow you for hanging or precise placement on a stand, whereas the PAR has this double yoke for sturdy floor placement or safe hanging too. And the included gel frame or the optional barn doors can be slotted into the front of the fixture really easily within seconds.
Yeah, and we have some of the accessories here for you, so there will be online very soon, then you can see a lot of details about the accessories we have designed for those great products. And so no matter if you are a production company, a rental company, or if you use those products for any kind of install, those versatile products really replace a lot of the older ones which did not have all those features on board. And so you see that we really have a unit here or 2 new products here which replace a lot of these old ones and which are ready for the future, and you can use them for many, many, many years in your inventory, and you can be sure that they will do their job day by day and very reliable.
So we actually do have a question now. Thanks very much for that. So we are being asked, are the units IP rated? So they are not strictly IP rated in terms of IP65, these 2 fixtures, but we do, of course, have other fixtures on our lineup for PARs, certainly, that are fully IP65 rated.
Yeah, for example, we have the Fuse PAR Z60 or Z120 IP. Those ones are IP65, coming with a single front lens RGB white LED, so you can use them outdoor, and you will find the information about the Fuse PAR on our website, and there are many other products which are IP65. So our range of IP65 products is really, really large. But here now, today, we're speaking about those IP20 rated, so they are more for the indoor use in a TV studio or in any kind of broadcast environment. And very important to mention, we have a 5 years warranty on the LED as well. So that's very important nowadays, just to sit back, relax, and don't need to worry about replacing anything like a bulb.
So yes, as Frederick said, if you go to elationlighting.eu, you can actually filter products straight away to look at IP.